There he was, 13-year-old Jimmy, heart beating, hands sweating, fingers tapping, as he kept the world safe blowing up asteroids in the winter of 1982. He was as young as he was confident, as he fired lasers after lasers. Residents of the small Linwood place in North Brunswick passed by, unaware of the hero at large a few feet away, standing in front of a wooden cabinet, eyes glued to the bright computer screen. These asteroids were 8-bit graphics, coming to life inside of an asteroid arcade machine. The battle started at 1 p.m. on a normal Saturday afternoon at the Playhouse Arcade in a Brunswick shopping center. Some would say Jimmy was wasting his time, but Jimmy had a goal. He would get his name entered in one of the most popular books ever, the Guinness Book of World Records. All he had to do was blow up enough asteroids to pass the 16 million point goal. It took the current champion 27 hours to hit that 16 million point goal, but Jimmy was confident he could beat it even faster. His heart kept beating faster and faster, fingers tapping the fire button harder and harder, eyes glued to the screen. Hours passed. A few miles away, the Bengals beat the 49ers in a football game. But Jimmy kept playing on, still firing at the asteroids and small spaceships. And Jimmy had passed 4.8 million points. How long could he go? The arcade would close up at midnight, and he had a long way to go and a lot of ships left. He'll stay all night, as long as he wants. The former North Brunswick mayor, now owner of the Playhouse Arcade, told a local reporter on the scene to watch history being made. I called his dad. His father gave his permission for the kid to stay. He let the curious reporter know. When the reporter pressed for further information from the former mayor on the epic space battle going on in his arcade, he said Jimmy was getting better as hours went on. It was amazing. But sadly, fatigue set in about 11:30 that night as Jimmy's last ship exploded. The machine did what it always does. It won. It beat Jimmy, short of the 16 million point goal. Jimmy said nothing, wiped some sweat off his glasses, adjusted his stocking cap, and headed out the door of the arcade, disappearing into the busy street. Little was known of Jimmy after that. That was at least for a few years. Some 18 years later, he was hired by WNEW radio station in New York City to be the third shock jock on the hit radio show Opie and Anthony. From there, he would use his on-air antics to build a career as a stand-up comic that would lead him to movie roles in some of the biggest movies ever, like the very first Spider-Man live-action film, to playing one of his comic heroes, Don Rickles, in the 2019 film The Irishman. He would even go on to write 2 best-selling books. In 1983, inside that little arcade, he was known as Little Jimmy, but today he's known in the comedy world as Jim Norton. Now you know the rest of the story. Good day.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.